Oh, but it really is. It's that black on red and red on black, and it's incredible.
The colors are just really striking, and it just... I need to bring over
good.
Batwoman Elegy, because you have to see the art that I think it was either J.H. Williams the
J.H.
third.
Williams III.
Yes, he did that art, and it's just so cool.
Yeah.
Because, like, when she's out of the costume, it's, like, regular... just square comic book panels.
That's kind of what they're doing here. They're taking a little page out of that.
And then when she puts the suit on, like the whole
everything
art
is black
form
and gray,
changes.
black and gray kind of tones.
Like, yeah, not even that, but it's just like the way like
Spirit, like the movie Spirit, or is it Spirit?
Well, that's kind of how they do the colors, but it's just even how they do the panels. Like it's not just regular square comic panels. Like it kind of goes all over the page, and it's almost like digital art. Like it goes from regular penned art to like digital art. Like it's really wild.
As long as it's not that cheap ass Joe Quinones. I did all this shit on a fucking computer art.
No, it's nothing like that. Absolutely not.
Gross.
I'm not a fan of his art.
Insert character design here. Move arm here. Enter.
Ugh. Is that how easy it is to do now?
I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me. Is that he's just using some expensive form of Photoshop to draw America, and that's why I just beg for him to get fired and go somewhere and draw pictures for.
I couldn't get over the
birthdays.
writing. Like the art is something that I could kind of forgive, but it's just the writing where she's like, she shows up at this college. And these group of girls come out of nowhere, and they're like, "We're the Lilu Dallas Multipass Club. Come join us," or whatever. And I was like, "What?"
I'm really glad I didn't continue to read that fucking book. I would have burnt it. And that hip hop variant is.
The only reason why you got it is because they did Hamilton.
And I started reading it, and I stopped like 4 pages in. I'm like, and I'm good forever. But they really did that?
No, that was a thing.
Oh my god.
Right.
It hurts to.
See,
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
This is what I'm talking about when I say that they need to hold back on this like bubbly, happy, fun time shit that they keep putting in all their books. Like nobody wants to read that. And I think at one point Kate Bishop is talking to America, and she's like, "Oh, my Princess Leia, America, you have to calm down," or something.
Who's Kate Bishop?
Hawkeye.
Yeah, she sounds pretty badass.
Well, it depends on who's writing her. And like I said, when I get that Young Avengers omnibus, I'm going to make you read it, and you're going to see why I love these characters. You're not going to
make me read shit.
I will politely ask you to read it.
Here's my thing. Marvel does not write strong females.
It depends on who's writing.
True. But the shit that's out there right now, it's not strong females.
I don't even know what to call it. Like, they're trying too hard to make it strong female to the point that you're just like, that's not...
No. It's like overbearing grandmother Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel. You have the teenager in Miss Marvel. You have the wannabe teenagers in America, and Kate Bishop, and Harley Quinn, and... Fuck, every other female that's out there. You have the struggling with depression, Jessica
Jones.
No, well that, and then Hulk.
Jessica Walters?
Walters, yeah. And it drives me crazy the way that they write. And I usually don't say anything about that because I'm man. Give me man character. Good.
Sure.
I love man.
And there's me who just loves female characters.
Well, and I would say that one thing that has rubbed off on me, where you're concerned, is recognizing and acknowledging when strong females are written and when females are written poorly.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And
that's
Marvel writes females like fucking pigs.
It's like really just stereotypical.
And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. You know, I put that challenge out there to anybody that's listening to this. I know we have listeners. I have not listened to this podcast that
And he's
much.
not talking about, like, past stuff.
I'm talking about current stuff right now.
Yeah.
now. I don't care about past stuff. I'm going to read a lot of past stuff because I want to read...
The past stuff is really good.
Yeah, I want to read Sue Storm or whatever. I want to read, Fantastic Four, where she is a fucking amazing character.
Right.
And I want to read Jessica Walters whenever she's strong. And I want to read, Old America. I want to read the
Young
Avengers, like you said. And if it's... But
I will say this. The
Maybe Jane Foster right now is the biggest badass in Marvel.
I was
female.
actually just about to say the two, in my opinion, that I have noticed that there are actually really good female characters are Jane Foster Thor, or Mighty Thor, and All New Wolverine.
Yeah, X-23.
X-23 is really
so two
cool.
out of how many?
I don't even know, and I don't even like Unstoppable Wasp. Like I read a couple issues,
Because even Jessica Walters, I love Hulk.
Yeah,
and I'm really enjoying this run so far because she has yet to green out, and I'm liking the build up to it. Like she's finding who she is, and I'm really hoping that they don't bring back Banner. But I know that they're going to do a reboot at some point in time, and he's going to be alive again.
And so will Wolverine.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't know.
With the movie franchise we have dying, Old Man Logan, who is like,
yeah.
But he's not Wolverine. He's just Old Man Logan, whereas Laura Kinney is Wolverine.
Yeah, but they have two characters that are badass.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Medusa?
Yeah. I mean, we'll find out when they're doing all this new stuff, because I'm not reading
Royal Family or whatever?
Royals,
yeah.
Is there... There probably is current Inhuman stuff going on now, but...
Well, they had Inhumans versus X-Men, and then now they're doing an offshoot of that.
Right.
And,
yeah. Well, I'm not going to pay any attention to that until they actually
IVX
start giving out number ones, which with Royals and the X-Men, and I know I tried. I
hope Kitty Pryde is a badass in blue, but I just don't see it happening.
I think she's gold.
Whichever one she's in.
I mean, she's going to be the leader, so she should be badass. And Jean Grey is going to be the leader of the other team.
And she has a solo title coming out, too.
And I love Jean Grey, so please don't ruin it. I think it's... I
just hope that this whole new relaunch and Secret Empire and all that stuff, I really, really hope for Marvel that it kind of triggers and I hate to use that term because it's a DC term, but a rebirth of sorts. Right. I really do, man, because there are so many good characters out there that I want to read.
They're just not being written well.
Yeah, and I don't want to read 19 books to get one storyline. No. one crossover thing. I mean, they're looking at 17 to 19 books depending on epilogues.
Yeah, it's not...
I'm like, come on, man.
First of all, no one has the money for that.
Especially when you're charging $4 to $5 a pop.
Yeah, no thank you.
It's like $70 for a storyline.
Oh, ooh. And that's how much the trade is going to be. Like, it's going to be a big hardcover.
Yeah, it'll be like $80.
Yeah, it's going to be insanely expensive.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I hope that that's what this is, and I'm going to give it every chance. I'm going to read number ones, and if I like it, I'm going to continue to read number two.
Well, I know Charles Soule is doing one of the... Charles Soule is doing gold, I think, and I think Greg Pak is doing blue.
Well, whoever Soule said that there is no leader of his group. It's a team.
Oh, it's like an actual
team up, like
a communism thing.
Yeah,
there's
no
leaders.
Friends.
We're all working together.
You go to work camp now.
Well, isn't that the one? Isn't gold the one with Colossus in it?
Yeah. So too soon, man. Too soon. Stalin's a dick. No, I really hope that's what this is, man. And like I said, I'm going to buy blue and gold, and I'm going to buy, books that are coming out.
In April...
When I see covers of Hawkeye...
Yeah.
Where she's...
On a moped?
Bouncing on the back of a pink moped with Jessica Jones, who's supposed to be this fucking...
Wait, that was Jessica Jones on the moped? Oh, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. It's just like...
And I even gave the new Jessica Jones a shot, and I kind of struggled getting into that one.
Is it like watercolor art?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, the cover is. The cover is watercolor, but not the book itself.
And she has the agent... I know the one that's in the preview, she has a shield logo on her shoulder.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the... They like to do the covers... And the whole kind of watercolor thing.
It's not the old Hawkeye art that I hated so much.
No, I don't think it is anything like that. But it's this. The first issue is people other people from the Marvel universe, like Captain Marvel and Jessica Drew, are talking to her, and they're like, "Luke is looking for you." They're like, "It's not right what you did," and apparently, Jessica took her kid from Luke and ran. I don't know why, because I didn't follow up with anything. With as much as that, but just going into it, she took her kid from Luke, and she's still kind of being that depressed character.
I will stand completely corrected at this point in time, because we have named Thor, we've named Kenny,
Yep.
Who else did we name? We named... There was another one that we had.
Was it Jessica Walters?
No, because she's struggling with her own thing, having to watch cooking videos to stay cool.
It wasn't Jessica Jones, was it?
No, I don't know. Well, I'm not reading it, but if she's hanging out with Hawkeye, I can...
Probably not.
Probably not. I will say that Elektra was...
Oh, yeah, that's right. You picked up that.
Fucking gnarly,
I haven't
man.
read that yet, but I still have it. I am going to read it, but yeah, I
It
totally
was
forgot they started.
good. But that whole, the Daredevil Bullseye, Kingpin, Running with the Devil stuff right now is... It's good.
That's more up your alley. You like that dark, street level kind of stuff.
Well, when a bartender is getting beaten and forced to perform sexual acts on a patron, and she knocks on Elektra's door, and she's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And she goes, "Stay here," and she's put on a suit, and the girl goes, "I thought you said red wasn't your color," but you don't see her. And the next panel, the next page is her just fucking going ham. It's...
Wait, what? Okay, so the bartender does bad things to the patron, and then the patron...
The bartender is forced to do bad things, not to the patron, but to, like, the bar owner. Like this big shot that works in a casino.
Right.
So, like, mobster, I'm sure, style.
Okay, so...
I use air quotes because I have no idea because I haven't read number 2 since it's out yet.
So the bartender is forced to do acts to the guy who owns the bar,
and she has bruises on her face, and Elektra knows it and sees it and all this stuff.
The bartender?
Yes.
Okay.
Just read it.
Gotcha. I will.
Yeah.
I'm just trying, I'm trying to kind of create a picture for the people listening, because I kind of lost you there. There was a lot of generic, she... And
right, I'm not trying to give away anything. I'm just saying that...
Right, okay, so...
There's
you highly
one
recommend...
panel where the bartender looks at Elektra and goes... Well, she's looking at someone off panel, and she goes, "I thought you said red wasn't your color." And you haven't seen her in her outfit at all up to this point. And she goes, I think she says something like, "Sometimes it's not my color," or something. And then it skips to the next panel, and she's in a hallway kicking the shit out of people. So
as of right now, you highly recommend Elektra?
Yeah, it's good, man.
Okay.
But of course, I recommend that and Daredevil. Daredevil is probably the best book besides Moon Knight.
Well, I know I'm going to have to buy that one volume because it's all about the return of the Purple Man.
Yeah, dude. This last issue was crazy.
Oh,
Killgrave is in full effect in Daredevil if you guys want to start reading it. It's good. And start with...
That's Charles Soule, too, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Issue 17?
Yeah, start with 17, because at the end of 17, the Purple Kids show up.
Yeah, okay, and it's just Purple. That's the name of the arc, it's just Purple.
Yep, that's the name of the arc, Purple. So, for obvious reasons. But it's...
He's one of my favorites.
2 issues in, man. It's fucking great. And
how fucked up this guy is.
In 18, Matt Murdock explains to the priest that he's confessing all this to, because this whole story takes place as a confession.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking great.
I love that they still kept the Catholic thing.
Yeah. And so it starts as a confession, and and so he kind of explains to the priest, how Killgrave works. He gives off a pheromone.
That controls people's minds. Or
the closer he is, the stronger it is, but as they get further away, it kind of breaks. But
that was one thing I didn't like about Jessica Jones. Well, I had several issues with Jessica Jones, but one of my biggest ones was, why couldn't he have been purple? At the end when he injects himself with all that stuff, and you could see his veins kind of going purple. I'm like, oh, is he actually going to be purple? No, he wasn't.
Too far-fetched.
So?
But
we got ninjas that come back to life, but a guy who's purple is too much?
We'll get into that next episode.
Yes.
Join us next time as we discuss the entire 13-story arc of Iron Fist.
So don't listen to that episode if you haven't seen it yet, because there will be spoilers.
Skip it, because we're going to go into everything for about 45 minutes. So special thanks to Rock Bottom Comics, Maher, as always, and just keep in mind, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Google search the Comic Boot Podcast. I'll explain later. Signing out for this Tuesday episode. I'm James.
And I'm Kalen.
And we will see you guys on Thursday.